Hey everybody, here today going to unbox the new Star Wars 4K Best Buy exclusive complete Skywalker Saga set. There it is. 9 movies, all from the episodes 1 through 9. Man, it's here. It's expensive. Don't tell the wife. It's pretty cool. It's heavy. Probably about 10, well, 8, 10 pounds. Who knows? Probably about 8. It's got a lot of cool things. We got 4K HD, Blu-ray, digital codes, which I haven't had digital codes for my Star Wars movies. I've always done physical. I've kept from getting the digital copies, just buying them because I didn't want to buy them since I had the physical. But since they're free in this set, I'm going to use them. I know they're on Disney Plus now, but if you want true 4K output, here it is. It's going to be better than streaming on Disney Plus. So take a look at the back. Right on there. We're going to see what we're going to find inside. We got all the each movie's information here. Looks like they're all mostly PG or PG-13s. Yes, we know that. But so it says up here, 9 movie Skywalker collection. Includes 27 discs and exclusive letter from Mark Hamill himself. Wow, Mark Hamill gave me a whole letter? So let's open this up. Where should we get going? Hopefully I can just do this easily. All right. Didn't want to have to get out a box knife or something. All right, let's go on. Throw that away. Let's take this thing off here because obviously we don't need it anymore. Or should we keep it somewhere? I usually throw these things away, but who knows? We'll see. All right, so kind of left a little mark here on the gooey stuff, the sticky stuff. You can just kind of see that left over. Whatever. It is what it is, I guess. So there it is. It's the Death Star on front, the Skywalker Saga. Nice, sleek box. It reminds me of the my Master Replica Pops, the cases they come in. It's kind of the same kind of feel to the cases they come in. So let's open her up. There we go. Ooh, so it kind of just stays on the end there, so it's not going to fall off. Same thing on this side. So we open it up to that. Looks like the Millennium Falcon's on there. What else we got there? It's Millennium Falcon. Some sort of background. I can't quite get it. Maybe a Death Star or a Star Destroyer. Yeah, that's what it is. Kind of got that steel kind of book type thing with the bolts here. Ooh, it's actually, you can feel it. So it's kind of in there. Let's pull this sucker out. Wow. We'll shut this. There's like a ribbon thing here, so figure out what that's for. All right, so first, get the book. All the disc kind of sitting in there. Lucasfilm on the back. Pretty nice. Here we go. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away is Star Wars. Looks like digital codes are all in here. I'm not going to show them all, but all 9 movies are in here. So I don't want you stealing my digital copies. So let's see. From Mark Hamill, it's kind of a see-through-ish thing. What an extraordinary journey it's been. Back in 1976, when Carrie, Harris, and I were testing for our roles in what was then called The Adventures of Luke Starkiller, as taken from the Journal of the Whills, Saga 1, The Star Wars. There's no way we could have known what an incredibly rich and imaginative set of adventures this obscure little space movie would launch, inspiring 8 more chapters to tell the entire Skywalker story. For some of you, that journey began with us over 40 years ago, inviting Star Wars into your lives from the seats of just a few dozen theaters in the first 4 days of release. For others, you may have joined us somewhere along the way, from the harrowing saga of young Anakin's descent to the dark side in the prequel trilogy, or the introduction of the entirely new generation of heroes in the sequel trilogy. As Carrie once said, the Star Wars is about family, and that is what we have all become. One giant community that shares the common experience of these stories and fundamental values that they instill in us. Whether you're a relative newcomer to the galaxy or a long-time UPF, parentheses, ultra-passionate fan, I am deeply thankful for your continued enthusiasm and dedication to George's faraway galaxy, which will continue to grow with new storytellers building an even bigger galaxy filled with heroes, villains, action, romance, and of course, the Force. May the Force be with you always, Mark Hamill. So pretty cool. There it is, little insert there. So let's get back to this. So this is kind of part of the same kind of cardboardy type of feel. It's not a page, like a paper page, but it's kind of a cardboardy thing. And we have episode 1 right here with the Naboo Starfighter. It says The Phantom Menace, Naboo Starfighter, art by Doug Chang. First disc in here is the 4K version of the movie. 4K. It even says, guys, so you put it in the right spot, 4K Phantom Menace. So that's kind of neat. So I always know which spot it goes in, in case I don't want to move it somewhere else. Next to it is just the Blu-ray version, which we've had before. It looks like this is a different graphic, though, because I think the other set, the Complete Saga set, was a little different. So next we have Attack of the Clones. So pretty good art. Clone Army Assault by Ryan Church. That glare off there. So that's kind of neat. Of course, this should be the 4K disc, which has Yoda on it. Got to throw some Force power back at Count Dooku. Next we have the Blu-ray, which is just the standard, we've seen it a million times, graphic of the clone armies gathering on Coruscant. Next should be Revenge of the Sith. Oh, that's kind of neat. Got some old school kind of artwork here. Has Mustafar, Duel of the Jedi, ObiWan and, well, I guess it's just 2 Jedi. So this is obviously artwork from before the movie was made. Supposed to be Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting. Got one of them with a green lightsaber, though, which we all know they both had blue in the movie. Disc has Anakin. We've seen this before. His dark side eyes. Pretty cool scenes right before he decides to make some examples of the Separatist leaders. Next we have Anakin and Obi-Wan just chatting there in the Jedi Temple. That's on the Blu-ray version. And we have Star Wars. Just Star Wars. For all us oldies, or A New Hope. I was born after this movie came out, so it was A New Hope for me. But there, the iconic scene of going to the Falcon for the first time in Mos Eisley. This is titled The Millennium Falcon. By Ralph McQuarrie. He's original artist for the movies. He's the one that did the old school C-3PO and R2. So the disc is just a battle there between Vader and Obi-Wan. Looks pretty cool. The Blu-ray has Princess Leia and R2. It's giving them the Death Star plans. So it's neat they put different new graphics on these discs versus the last set, the complete saga, or complete 6-disc set. Last, of course, my favorite movie, The Empire Strikes Back. We got Cloud City, all its glory. I'm on the new Star Wars comics. They're making right now the third book or third comic, and they're doing a Cloud City kind of thing where they go back a few days after the events of the movie, trying to find Luke's lightsaber and stuff. So Cloud City of Bespin by Ralph McQuarrie. Disc, 4K version, AT-ATs. Pretty sweet. Battle of Hoth. Next we got the Blu-ray version, just the end scene, gathering around after Luke gets his hand cut off. Alright, and Return of the Jedi, Ralph McQuarrie again, Darth Vader's Arrival. There's Darth Vader's Arrival, you got all the people standing, you got the, it's like the Emperor's henchmen, but pretty sure one of them is the guy that was in Rogue One. They're at Vader's castle. I don't know why the Emperor's guards are there. They should have made it the Emperor's Arrival, because I don't remember them being there when Darth Vader arrived in the movie. Guess I'll have to check that out. But it's art. It's before they started doing the movie itself, so that's just his artwork. The disc has Han after they're being captured by the Ewoks. The Ewoks originally were idea to be the Wookiees, but the cost was too much for lots of Wookiee costumes back in the day. The Blu-ray has C-3PO and R2-D2 going to Jabba's palace. Alright, so that is the original trilogy, which brings us to the sequel trilogy, which I don't know for y'all, but for me, could have done better with. So we have The Force Awakens, The Falcon Revealed. This is art by Andre Wallen. Right there. See a little close up. That iconic scene when they had the drapes come off the Falcon or fly off when they're running from the First Order TIE fighters. The 4K disc has BB-8. I don't know where he's at. Probably playing at Tokodana, I guess. Maz's castle. The greenery there. The Blu-ray. Tokodana. The X-Wings flying across the water. About to tear some stuff up. Tear some TIE fighters up. Last, or not last, but next, we have The Last Jedi, which I thought was a good movie. All the haters out there, Last Jedi is just going to be like Empire. People didn't like it at first, but ended up being a pretty awesome movie. Even now, like the new one, Rise of the Skywalker, has horrible reviews, while this one is just had great reviews. So Luke Skywalker's sunset, just before he passes off to the Force. There it is. We have on the 4K disc, got Rey with the lightsaber. She's the scene where she's chopping at the rock. On the Blu-ray, we got Kylo Ren just looking off into the hangar or whatever it is. I think it's this scene where they, right after that, him and Rey connect in the Force, start talking to each other. And lastly, we have Rise of the Skywalker. This isn't last, but last of the movies, because we got more. We got The Final Confrontation, art by Andre Wallen and Stephen Tappan. So, pretty much most of the promo artwork from this new movie. Pretty cool. The red just kind of comes out of the book there. It's kind of neat. On the disc, which I'm going to leave out because we're going to be watching this tonight. This Kylo here, just looking all sad. He's got a frown on his face. It's on, I think it's Endor. Did we ever get that cleared up? Not the Forest Moon of Endor, but Endor, the planet itself, where the Death Star mostly crashed into. Death Star 2. So I'm going to leave this out. And then we got the Blu-ray. Is Rey just on that desert planet? I can't remember the name of it. Where they go and get stuck on the ground and she heals the snake or whatever it is. Alright, so keep going. We got the extra bonus stuff, which is cool. Bonus. Phantom Menace. Just got a couple scenes. We got 2 discs. So I read so if you got the complete edition, the 6 movie Blu-ray disc set, a lot of it's going to be the same, but there's going to be some differences. I read that there's maybe 1 or 2 things missing that were that's not in this, but there may be something cool in this one that wasn't that. So definitely worth keeping your old sets from what I'm reading. So here we got George shooting the pod racing sequence there. The miniatures. Back in the day, we used miniatures, guys. We didn't use special graphics. Let's see, C-3PO. That's from Attack of the Clones. Even though he's digital in some of that movie. So it's 1 disc, it looks like, for the Phantom Menace. Looks like they're in the hangar. About to film some starfighters. I'm guessing this is Attack of the Clones. Yes, it is. Model worker there. Okay, next we have, so yeah, each movie is getting 1 disc, it looks like. We have a filming sequence of Revenge of the Sith with Ewan McGregor, Ian McDiarmid, Hayden Christensen, Magna Guard. So you got the actors there posing the Magna Guards, who obviously are digital in the movie. You got one of the Separatist captains there in the background behind Obi-Wan. A New Hope. Just looking over there. That's the scene, I guess, where they look over on the cliff over at Mos Eisley, I'm guessing. Early in the movie. Yeah, shooting the last glimpse of Mos Eisley. Let's see, the Revenge of the Sith disc has a Jedi Starfighter sitting there, waiting to be filmed. And the New Hope disc. Let's see, what was that? No, that's when they're in Obi-Wan's hut, where Luke first gets the Anakin's lightsaber. So I can't remember if the other complete set had these bonuses on a separate disc or not, or if they were in the movie. But they each get their own discs. So hopefully there's a lot on there. All right, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Model makers there at the AT-ATs. Metal Hoth. Ah, this is neat. Model of the Death Star 2 with George. So that's pretty cool. Lots of model work back in the day. The Empire disc is a shooting, Hoth scenes, and Jedi disc, and somebody working on Jabba's palace. Let's see, we go to The Force Awakens. We got just Daisy Ridley taking some direction from JJ. She looks like at the beginning of the movie when she's at her home where she lives in an AT-AT. Last Jedi. You got Ryan Johnson with Chewie and Rey. Force Awakens disc. Here's a good scene. JJ and Harrison Ford. Harrison's probably telling him how he's going to do this scene. You just listen to me, kid. And next we have C-3PO, and which is Anthony Daniels and Ryan Johnson talking. All right, last movie, and there's one. I guess they just have one disc here, but 2 pages for The Rise of the Skywalker. Yeah, JJ with Adam Driver. They're aboard the Emperor's throne room in the Death Star. Oscar Isaac and John Boyega in the they in the Falcon? Can't tell. Guessing they're in the Falcon. It might be another ship. Looks different. The disc has some guy and Chewie talking. Some guy. I don't know if that's JD or not. It might be. He needs a shave. And last, we just got Starfield. So Doug Chain did the concept art for the front cover. That's what it says there. I can focus on it. Well, it says Doug Chain. I can't get in the focus. And that's it. So there it is. Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Complete set. I hope you enjoyed this video and watch some more. And appreciate it, guys. Hope you all have a great day. Thank you.